Well, it's 91 degrees. It's going to be sunny, partly cloudy. It was muggy, but you know what? That breeze is picked up and the flags are blowing to the west. There's a beautiful aerial shot of Wild Health Field. Good evening, everybody. I'm Steve Tressler. It's time for Wild Health Genomes Baseball from here in Lexington, Kentucky, as we are ready for Game 2 of this three-game series between the Wild Health Genomes and the Long Island Ducks. We're going to have starting lineups for you here momentarily, but just want to tell you that we are excited to have these two teams once again tonight. Third game tomorrow. We're hoping that that third game tomorrow is just the third game and not a rubber match, and hopefully the Genomes can take Game 2 tonight and win the series here. But we're going to see soon enough. There's Cowboy Adam and Pee Wee down on the field as they get ready for first pitches. And we'll give you the starting lineup. First, for your Long Island Ducks, batting first, playing second base, number 13 is L.J. Mazzilli. Batting second, playing center field, number 15, Dustin Woodcock. Batting third, playing left field, number 33, Alejandro De Aza. Batting fourth and designated hitting, number 26, Sam Travis. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 24, Davinson Romero. Batting sixth and catching, number 2, Joe DiCarlo. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 44, Carlos Castro. Batting eighth, shortstop, number 1, Vladimir Frias. Batting eighth, playing right field, number 14, Johnny Turbo. And starting pitching tonight for the Long Island Ducks, number 18, the right-hander, Akil Morris. Akil Morris pitched an outstanding game here last time he pitched, which was about a week and a couple days ago maybe against the Lexington Legends. It was a really good outing by him. And now for the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes. Batting first, playing left field, number 7, Tio Martinez. Batting second, playing second base, number 9, Luke Becker. Batting third, right fielder, number 34, Chris Shaw. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 8, Chris Davis. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 20, Moises Sierra. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 36, Samir Dueñez. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 30, Anderson Miller. Batting eighth and catching, number 16, Austin Rye. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 4, Gavin Johns. On the bump for the Genomes tonight, number 22, Max Povsey, the right-hander who also had a great outing last time we saw him here. Well, folks, we'll take a quick break. As you see there on your on-screen graphic, the first pitch is going to be 6:35 from right here at Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. That first pitch should be by Max Povsey. We'll be back with Genomes Baseball right after this on the Genomes Baseball Network. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. You see the umpiring crew making their way out, and home umpire is going to be Jason Smith wearing all the gear there on the far right. First base umpire is Kirk Powell. Third base umpire Michael Rash. So Michael was behind the plate last night. He's going to take a little break, and he'll be out at third base. We'll have first pitches coming up soon here, and the national anthem, and then the Genomes will take the field, and we'll be ready to start the game here from Lexington, Kentucky. This is game 2, folks, of the 3-game series between the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes and the Long Island Ducks, managed by Wally Backman, and the Genomes by Mark Minakazi. And you see the managers out there. That's not Wally Backman. Looks like that might be Drew Lowe, I believe. Yeah, their hitting coach. Yeah, it's Lou Ford, actually. Lou Ford, the hitting coach out there. We'll be right back with Genomes Baseball right after this. Welcome back to Wild Health Field, everybody, here in Lexington, Kentucky. We're glad you joined us. It's time for baseball. It's 91 degrees, but the wind is blowing, so that little breeze is keeping everybody cool as the Genomes and the Long Island Ducks get ready for Game 2 of their 3-game series. I'm Steve Tressler. We are ready as Max Povsey is taking the mound, and we want to thank you for tuning in as we get started here. Povsey's on the mound. Catching him tonight is going to be Austin Rye behind the plate. Umpiring crew out there now. Umpiring crew. Behind home plate's Jason Smith. First base umpire is Kirk Powell. Third base umpire is Michael Rash. Tio Martinez in left field. Right field is Chris Shaw. Center field's Anderson Miller for the Genomes. Around the horn at first base, Samir Dueñez. Second base, Luke Becker. Shortstop, Gavin Johns. And at third base, Moises Sierra. And we're ready for baseball, folks. Second half underway. Break down the standings right now as we get started. Second half here underway. Lancaster Barnstormers 8-2. And they win a close one last night, which turned into a melee in Lancaster. If you want to see how that turned out, just go to YouTube and type it in. I'm sure you'll find it. Pretty ugly situation, but I'm sure it'll be rectified the right way. Here in Lexington, the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes are 2-7 to begin the second half, and Lexington Legends 4-4, so Lexington stepped up their game here in the second half as they're trying to get that final wild card spot, and the Genomes trying to do the same. First pitch from Povsey in there, and that's a fastball for ball one to L.J. Mazzilli, the second baseman. Mazzilli, 236 batting average, 6 home runs, and 24 RBIs. That one inside, a little too close for comfort, if you will, 90 miles an hour. Mazzilli gets out of the way. His father, Lee Mazzilli, the New York Mets player from back in the day, was a darn good baseball player as well. Wind's blowing out of here to the northeast, sometimes northwest, depending. But a nice little breeze has been cutting through the press box. And there's strike one. So 2-1 now to Lee Mazzilli. Dustin Woodcock on deck. 711 OPS for Mazzilli. And he'll chop this one straight to Samir Dueñez. And Dueñez will tap the bag, and that's out number one. And now here's the center fielder, Dustin Woodcock. Now, you know what's interesting is Dustin Woodcock has 10 home runs on the year, but I've seen 5 of them. He hit back-to-back home runs last week. And boy, did he come through for the Ducks. Although his team didn't win. Actually, they did win the one time. The Friday night game, Dustin Woodcock hit a 2-run home run. The Ducks were down 1-0 to the Legends, and he hit a 2-run shot to win that game. That ended up being the final score, 2-1. The following night, he did it again. Legends able to get out of there with that win, and then finally won the rubber match the next day. He's a .272 hitter, 32 RBIs, 813 OPS. He gets walked quite a bit. And this one fouled off. Two balls and one strike. Woodcock, 6 foot, 210 pounds. Born May 30th. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. May 30th, 1996. I was on my second enlistment in the Marine Corps at that time. You know, I don't feel like I'm old, but I guess I am. You weren't born yet? Drew Fagley. How old are you, Drew? Wow. to be 23 again. This one in there, and he's going to go down looking on strikes as home plate umpire rings him up there, and that's out number 2 of the inning. Here's Alejandro De Aza. De Aza, one of these guys that is best described as talent ready for the major leagues as he looks at strike 1. De Aza batting .328, 939 OPS. The guy is a ball player, folks, and the best compliment you can give a guy at any level is he's a ball player. I would even say De Aza is a playmaker. He's one of those guys you hate to see step in the box when he's playing against you, but if he's on your team, you love every time he gets in there. He fouls this one out of play. One ball, 2 strikes to De Aza. Beautiful day for baseball. I mean, it's 91, but it does not feel it, folks. I think it's that beautiful breeze coming in. Pitch inside here. Missing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2. Povsey looks in, gets his sign, says, yep, I got it. Now he kicks and fires. And this one, rip foul. Look out. Right over the top of the dugout there. And DJ Picasso threw out the smoking sign from the movie The Mask. Also made before you were born, Drew Fagley. The Mask was a 1994 film starring Jim Carrey. Cameron Diaz. Dog's name was Milo. CBS Records had the soundtrack. This one outside, but he's going to ring him up as he gets the corner, and that's 2 strikeouts for Povsey. And smile, Max, why not, buddy? You just struck out the last 2 batters looking. Hey, we're headed to the bottom of the first. I said firth, F-I-R-T-H. And you know what? That's okay. We're headed to the bottom of the first. No score here. Genomes coming up. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Welcome back to Wild Hill Field in Lexington, Kentucky. And here comes Tio Martinez. I love his walk-up music. He's got some upbeat walk-up music. He looks like he's ready to play ball today. Spits, gives a little head nod, unbuttoned his shirt a little bit. Big wad of chewing gum or sunflower seeds or something. And first pitch is going to be high and inside, ball one. Tio Martinez, 202 average, 682 OPS, 5 home runs, 15 RBIs. And he rips this one into right field for a base hit. It's going to the corner. He might make a turn there. He does. But they throw it in as he's going to stop with a single there. As a right fielder, Johnny Turbo, as you would imagine, got over there quickly and got the throw in time. Yeah, that's right. Johnny Turbo, not of Turbo and Ozone, but I bet Turbo's got some moves. If Johnny Turbo out there decided he wanted to break down and do some dancing, I bet he would put out some Turbo and Ozone type looks. Here's Luke Becker, first pitch to him. Missing outside, ball one. If you want to watch some really cool videos, pull up Turbo and Ozone break dancing. Breaking one and breaking two. What was breaking two's name? Electric Boogaloo. That's right. Breaking and then breaking two, Electric Boogaloo. And what was the other big one then? That one outside, ball two. Beat Street. Cool Mo D. Ho, ho, ho. Who would ever know? I'm Santa Claus, and I came to say. This one in there, strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Luke Becker. Here's the 2-1. That's a Kilmoris, the right-hander on the mound. He kicks and fires. Swing and a miss here, Becker. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'll tell you who else has a good name. Tom Zilla. I mean, you kidding me? Tom Zilla? Tom Zilla. Michael Watkins, that's a good name, I guess. This one ripped by Becker, deep right field, going to the wall, and making the catch is Johnny Turbo as he turns on the Jets, and that's out number 1. But Becker gave that ball a ride, and Martinez certainly thought it was going to get there. Here's Chris Shaw coming up, the former San Francisco Giant. 279 average, 8 home runs, 32 RBIs. Shaw's bat has come on here lately. He had a good road trip. He was swinging the bat not as well. Before they hit the road, he came back from that road trip, and he's been different. Runner goes, Martinez, and he's in there sliding, and he's safe. And that was a good call down there. Tag was a little late. As the runner goes, they were set for it, and Martinez in there safely. Tom Zilla, I checked. They said that it is supposed to actually be like that in the booth. Hope that's correct. And I do appreciate the feedback for sure. There's Shaw. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at second. This one just misses the corners. 2 balls and 1 strike. And going back to Tom Zilla's name, I mean, Tom's got a name for TV, a voice for TV and radio. What did you call it? The smooth cotton? This one, chopped down to first. They'll step on the bag, and that's 3 unassisted in your scorebook for the out. But Shaw does move the runner to third. So 2 outs and a runner on third here. And here comes Chris Davis. Chris Davis, look at those forearms. I mean, what do you feed those things? He check swinged the ball the other night, and it went to the warning track. This one fouled out of play, first pitch. The guy's got 3 home runs and 80 RBIs, and he's been in the league for a week. Here's the 0-1. And that one in there for strike 2. 90-mile-an-hour fastball that time from Akil Morris. And I got to tell you, I'm a fan of Akil Morris. I like the way that guy pitches. That's a good look at him there. He's got a good motion, a nice release. And it's tough to see what his pitches are coming out of his hand because some pitchers will tip you because their arm will go out to the side on a curve and over the top for a fastball. Akil Morris, when he throws a pitch, it comes from the same release point every time. And that, honestly, that makes it tough on a batter. Because, you know, these guys talk in the dugout. They'll tell you, hey, if his arm goes wide, it's a curve. If it's over the top, it's a fastball. He doesn't do any of that. Same point. This one hit deep center field, and going back and making the catch in center field to end the inning for out number 3, Dustin Woodcock. So after 1 inning, no score here in Lexington. We're headed to the second. Ducks coming up. Quack, quack, quack. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. As we begin the top of the second here, stepping in is the designated hitter, Sam Travis, for the Long Island Ducks. Tell you, if you ever want to see a beautiful view from a stadium, the Long Island Ducks, if you ever make it to Fairfield Properties Ballpark, they have got a gorgeous view of downtown New York City from their field. Here's the 0-1. First pitch in there for a strike. This one's going to be low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ducks finished second in the North Division of the Atlantic League in the first half. 3-6. as of right now in the second half. The Genomes 3-7 here in the second half. Genomes got the win yesterday. Here's the 2-1. Povsey kicks, fires. And this one, that's a rocket into left field. And he'll be on base with a single. Martinez fields it, throws it in. So the Ducks have something going here in the top of the second. Davidson Romero coming up here. Legends today, I believe, play a doubleheader with Gastonia. And Davidson steps in, 262 batting average, and first pitch to him is strike one as it hits the outside corner. Romero, 8 home runs, 33 RBIs. And this one missing. 1 ball, 1 strike. Romero with an 800 OPS. That OPS is a number that is the on-base percentage plus slugging. That's what OPS means. On-base plus slugging. And quite literally, that's how you get that number. You add up their on-base percentage and their slugging average, and that is their OPS. It's not any more complicated than that. This one hit straightaway center field. And right there to make the catch is Anderson Miller for out number 1. Almost the exact same spot. And here's Joe DiCarlo, the catcher. 283 batting average, 1 home run, 27 RBIs. First pitch to him from Povsey, right down the middle, 91 miles an hour, strike one. No kidding. And this pitch in there for strike two. One out, no balls, 2 strikes now. Joe DiCarlo, 283 batting average. Povsey looks in, does not bother with the runner, kicks, fires, and swing and a miss here. And when you're firing pitches like that, you might be getting the out all by yourself. And that's out number 2 of the inning. And the former Genome steps up, Carlos Castro. Castro wearing number 44 as a Long Island Duck. I think he wore 16 here with the Genomes. Batting .306, 6 home runs, 33 RBIs. And strike one to him from Povsey. You know, that's got to be a weird feeling to be throwing to Castro. He used to catch your pitches, so he knows how you throw. He may even know the little nuances about your release point and what's coming because he's watched you throw the ball so much. I've always wondered if catchers, when they face pitchers they used to catch, had the advantage. Or did the pitchers have the advantage because they knew that and they threw off a little bit everything they did when you were up to the plate? I mean, there's a lot of poker play going on between them right now. You can guess. Like Povsey's kind of smiling. Castro's at the plate smiling. So they both maybe got a laugh out of the fact that he threw a pitch Castro knew was coming and maybe he told him, you know, if you ever throw me that pitch, I'd hit it a ton. And there it was, you know. I'd love to know the inner workings of this at bat between these two. It'd be fun to have these guys mic'd up one time to hear what they're saying to each other. Here's the 0-2. And swing and a miss here. And That'll end the inning. Castro goes down swinging. We're headed to the bottom of the second. No score from Lexington, but this is Genomes Baseball, and they're coming up next right here on the Genomes Baseball Network. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky, where the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes are in Game 2 here, bottom of the second, with the Long Island Ducks of the 3-game series. And here's Moises Sierra. First pitch to Sierra from Akil Morris in there for strike one. Sierra, .263 batting average, 6 home runs, 30 RBIs. And that one right over the plate. Woo, man, that was a nice pitch. And must have just missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Morris looking in. Long pause. Now he's ready. He kicks, fires. And that one misses too. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. And Sierra chops this one foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Akil Morris, 4.96 ERA. I think he's an excellent young pitcher. I think he's going to do really well. And this one just missing. Count goes full 3-2. Morris's 10th round draft pick. Of the New York Mets. And this one fouled back by Moises Sierra. Count stays full 3-2. 29 years old. He did appear in the major leagues. Very briefly, but you can see why. He's got some good stuff. Swing and a miss here by Sierra, and that's another strikeout for Akil Morris. Make that his first. I was thinking of Max Povsey there. Povsey's got 4 strikeouts already through 2 innings. Here's Samir Dueñez, the first baseman. 237 batting average, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs. Had a home run last night. Chris Davis came up in the 4th, hit a home run to left. Samir came up 2 batters later and hit 1 to right. This one in there, strike 1, 1-1. Keel Morris's fastball stays around the low 90s, 91, 92. Every now and then he'll dial up a little higher. He's got a fantastic sinker. I think that's what he's throwing when he throws that. This one a little high, but fouled off. Dueñez goes for the bait. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Morris from St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. He actually made his major league debut back in 2015. And Dueñez chops this one, a little dribbler down to third, picked up barehanded and thrown to first, and it goes past the first baseman. So Dueñez on base with a base hit, as that was a tough ball for anybody to handle. Now, I thought he might make this play here, but Dueñez gets down the line fast enough and safe. Anderson Miller steps up. And yeah, Morris actually made his debut in 2015 in the Major Leagues. Played for the Mets, Braves, and for the Los Angeles Angels. And Miller, first pitch is a rocket, caught at first base, and they tag the bag for the double play just like that. Good defensive play by, well, Carlos Castro. And you bet Carlos is going to tell Anderson Miller all about that. I'm sure he'll rib him a little bit. So after 2, no score here in Lexington. We're headed to the 3rd, folks. It's Genomes and Ducks here at Wild Hill Field. We'll be right back, folks, with Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Welcome back to Wild Hill Field in Lexington, Kentucky, as we start the top of the 3rd. Here's Vladimir Frias coming up to face Max Povsey. Vladimir Frias was a 2008 draft pick from the San Francisco Giants. Played his college ball at Chipola Junior College. First pitch, hit a mile high in the sky. Coming up is the right fielder there, making the catch. Good job there by Chris Shaw, fighting the sun to find that ball. And that's out number one here, top of the third. And here comes Johnny Turbo. First pitch of Turbo in there for strike one. .293 batting average for Turbo. 4 home runs, 20 RBIs. And this one chopped foul down the third base side. Oh, nice little one-handed grab there by one of the Genomes. Who was that? Was that camera guy? Who was that Genome down there? Is that Demetrius Moore? Yeah. That's probably the nicest guy on the team right there. Demetrius Moore has never starred in a motion picture. Have you seen him smile? Yeah, you can't be certain. Demetrius Moore has what I call an electric smile. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. And he got the corner. Povsey hit that corner, and Turbo goes down looking. And that is the 5th strikeout for Max Povsey here in 2 2/3 innings. Five strikeouts, 3 have gone down looking. And Povsey is on it today. I mean, he's sharp any day. But he's got his good stuff today. That one's in there for a strike as well. And this one popped up into the air. And looking, and it drops into fair territory in front of Moises Sierra. Is that going to be probably a base hit? We'll try and see the replay of that to see if that was a hit or not. Max Povsey is actually 6 feet 8 inches tall. So it is, if you watch a replay, it's tough to make that kind of a catch. I got to wonder if the umpire got in his way. Did he run into the umpire going back? And here's the first pitch to Dustin Woodcock, fouled out of play. Top of the order, Lee Mazzilli there, the previous batter. So give him a single. So officially that's going to be a hit. A single to left field. And now Dustin Woodcock comes back up for his second trip to the plate. He struck out looking against Povsey the last time up. Now, Povsey made his Major League debut back in 2017 with the Seattle Mariners. Played at Green Hope High School in Cary, North Carolina. Stayed there in Carolina where he played college baseball for the Greensboro Spartans. Did not play all 4 years in college. After his junior year, he was taken by the Atlanta Braves in the third round of the 2014 Major League Baseball draft. Swing and a miss. Runner goes. They get the throw down there, but, yep, he's out. He got in there safe, but he came off the bag. And a very aware tag by the shortstop, Gavin Johns here. Stayed with him, stay with him, stay with him, got him. And that'll end the inning, folks. We're headed to the bottom of the third, no score in Lexington. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. First pitch to Proctor, hit to second, goes to short. Here's the pitch. He hits this one to short. Over to second for the force out, and that ends the inning. But
home runs. He'll bat with an 0-2 count here with 2 outs. He'll have a play at the plate as Irvin is going to be tagged out at home.
he hits a grounder to second, double play ball. They throw it to second, and he hits this one a ton. Center field going back, and it is out of here. Chris Shaw with a 2-run home run here in the bottom of the first. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky, where the Genomes are ready to do something here. Bottom of the third, Austin Rye, the catcher. And the first pitch from Akil Morris is line drive, shortstop to Vladimir Frias. He makes the catch. That's out number one. But Austin Rye definitely put some bat on that ball. So, Gavin Johns comes up for his first trip to the plate today. The shortstop made a great tag just now out at second base to end the top of the third. Let's see if his bat is ready to do damage, just like his glove was. First pitch from Morris. And there's strike one. That fastball, 90 miles an hour. Looking in, gets his sign. He's one of the few pitchers you'll see a full windup from. And I love the fact that he starts facing the plate, kicks his leg backwards, brings it up, and then kicks it forward. That's a full windup there. See, starts there, back, step, step, rip. Hit up the middle, base hit here for Gavin Johns. So Johns batting .208 on the season, gets a nice little boost to the batting average there as he rips a single to center. Hello, Eric Tyler. I was hoping I'd see you at the game today, but if it's just Jen and Adam, make sure they come up and yell up at the press box so I can say hi to them, buddy. Thanks for joining the broadcast. Here's Teodoro Martinez. Teo batting .209, 5 home runs, 15 RBIs. 1 on, 1 out here. Bottom of the third, no score in Lexington. First pitch from Akil Morris in there for strike one. Hits the inside corner. The on-base graphics on the screen. As everybody said they wanted, well, you got them. Judith Drake, Maddie Robinson, Adam Marson. Technical team went to work on that. 1 on, 1 out. Here's the 0-1. Big lead at first base. And they're going to throw to first and get Gavin Johns back there. Akil Morris didn't like that. Now, we talked about the fact that he has a full windup, okay? Now, if you're a casual fan, he is pitching out of the stretch. He's already set, so he doesn't kick that back foot back anymore now. He'll just lift and fire. Runner goes, and line drive straight to the shortstop and over to first base, and that's out number 2. So, credit for the stolen, or for the base there. No stolen base, though. but they're not able to get the double play because he was running. There was no time to turn two there. So John's running on that play. It turned out really well as he's able to get to second, and they couldn't turn two. Here's Luke Becker, the lefty from the University of Kentucky, stepping in for his second time. Oh, almost got hit there as that fastball down near his feet. One on, two outs for the Genomes. No score in Lexington. It's been a pitcher's duel. Akil Morris, as you see right there on the mound for the Ducks. Max Povsey for the Genomes. And the changeup there, 75 miles an hour, misses the outside corner. 2 balls, no strikes. I want to thank all of you for joining us and watching Genomes baseball today. No matter where you are, Central America, the U.S., we thank you for watching. And even if you're a Ducks fan, we're glad you're tuned in and joining the broadcast today. Strike one there. Ducks have got a good baseball team. Finished very close to first in that North Division. Here's the 2-1 to Becker. And this one fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for that nice little breeze blowing in and out of this ballpark, we'd have some fans that were sweaty and hot. But as it is, most of them are in the shade. But the ones that are not, they are benefiting from that beautiful breeze. We got the big jumpy over there set up for the kids, the bouncy. Some kids over there playing on that. This one fouled out of play. And 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Luke Becker. Becker batting .290, 12 home runs, 46 RBIs. Both of those numbers are team-leading numbers for Luke Becker. Next closest to him is Paredes with 39 RBIs. This one fouled out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I guess Jimmy Paredes getting some rest. He's the next closest on that RBIs list. That's a tough one to have rest, though. I think he may be trying to heal up. That pitch, in there pretty close. 3 balls, 2 strikes. How can you not clap your hands when you hear that, right, Drew? You got to, he's playing. DJ Picasso down there is playing If You're Happy and You Know It, Clap Your Hands. Of course, the fans got to do it. He does a great job keeping everybody involved here at the stadium, so bring the family. Come on out. Luke Becker draws a walk there from that pitch on the 3-2 and misses inside. So now runners at first and second for the Genomes. Two on, 2 outs. And Chris Shaw steps in, the big left-hander. It is hard to cheer against a guy that plays Def Leppard when he walks up. Big left-hander. He's got 2 on. Let's see what he can do here. First pitch, chopped down the first base side. Foul. And first base coach grabs it. And look at that. Toss it to the little guy in the front row. I love it, Coach. Great job. Folks, make sure you get out here and see the Genomes play. I know you've seen the Legends, but come see the Genomes play. It's definitely a nice place to come watch a baseball game. You can get right up there on the front row and yell to one of your friends close by. This pitch, missing. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice crowd out here. Saturday night, Lexington, Kentucky. If you've never been to Lexington, Kentucky, that's worth the trip just by itself. The baseball is just an extra. Here's the 1-1. Shaw rips this one foul. And there's another ball. Look at that. Is he going to give it to the same kid? Ah, there you go. Give it to a different kid. I like it. Here's a good look at Chris Shaw as he steps in. You know, I like when they wear the powder blue jerseys with the powder blue pants. It looks like the old Cardinals uniforms from the 80s, you know? Here's the 1-2. 2 on, 2 outs, bottom of third, and a step off the mound there by Morris sends Johns back to second base. I tell you what, the Astros pulled off an ugly move the other night. Did you see that, where the catcher came up behind the guy after he got a base hit? He made, that one inside, misses 2-2. The batter hit it, went into the outfield. He got a single. He rounds the base like you do. The catcher came up behind him, so the first baseman's standing out there, and he thinks he's got plenty of time to get back. They throw it to the catcher, and he tags him out. That's just dirty. I don't even think that's good baseball. I think that's dirty. And I would think, but the first base coach didn't even yell at him. I'd be like, get back, get back. He didn't say anything. 2-2, and Shaw is going to go down looking at a strike 3, and the Genomes will leave 2 stranded. After 3, no score here in Lexington. We'll be back with more Genomes baseball right after this. Top of the 4th inning here in Lexington, Kentucky. No score between the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes and the Long Island Ducks. Dustin Woodcock comes back up to the plate because last time he was up, he had a, 2-1 count, I believe, and then a runner was thrown out at second, so he couldn't finish his bat. First pitch to him, strike 1 in there for Povsey. Here's the 0-1 outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hugh Davis is our official scorer. I always wanted to know, how do you score that in a book when you're doing official scoring when somebody's thrown out at second, ends the inning, and the guy comes back up, but he never finished his at bat? I guess you just reset the count, and he comes back up. Yeah? Okay. This one looks like he got fouled off his foot there. He's having to walk that off. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Oh, yeah, right off that foot. Ouch. One ball, two strikes. Hey, don't forget, if you're here at the game tonight and you're listening, don't forget to stick around after the game as DJ Picasso, a.k.a. Will Painter, will have a music and light show right here. Two balls, two strikes, top of the fourth, no outs. Povsey from the windup fires and misses the outside corner. Full count, 3-2 to Dustin Woodcock. .271 batting average for Dustin. Here's the full count payoff. Outside missing. That was a very un-Max Povsey-like pitch tonight on that 3-2. As Dustin Woodcock will draw a walk here, and that's the first walk given up tonight by Max. Alejandro De Aza comes back up to the plate. He went down looking on strikes his first time up. Drew's looking over like, oh, my gosh. Swing and a miss here, and good job there. Austin Rye sent that runner right back saying, hey, I see you. As Dustin Woodcock had a big lead there, we weren't sure if he was going to take off or not, but Austin stood right up and ready to fire that ball. Dustin Woodcock thought better of it, went back to first, and the count's 0-1 now to the number 3 batter in the league as far as batting average goes. Alejandro De Aza. Also one of the more fun names to say, Alejandro De Aza. Swing here. Throw down there. Did they get him? Ooh, they got him. And I'm not sure, did he get him on the first one or when his foot came off on the other side? Let's watch this replay here. But that's a second one thrown out today. Got him there, looks like. But, oh, he came off, and that's where he got him, too. So I think the umpire was waiting to make that call because he wasn't sure if he got him on that first tag or not. But when his foot came off as he stood up, then he saw for sure he's out. So that's the second runner that's been thrown out by Rye tonight. I mean, if I'm here at Genomes, first pitch here, ripped to shortstop, over to first, and that's the out as De Aza grounds out for out number 2. If I'm here to Wild Hill Genomes game, I'm not even going to go to my car and get something if Austin Rye's in the area. I mean, if you leave the ballpark and go to your car, he could throw a ball and get you before you made it to your door. I mean, he's got a cannon. Top of the fourth, 2 outs. Now, what is that question there, Keith? Sam Travis, strike 1. Ooh, that's a good question. So here's the question by Keith Hardiman, our stringer, who's a lot smarter than the other one, Dave Kaplan. He said, oh, I'm just kidding. Dave, if you're there, I'm sure you're listening. I love you, buddy. Hey, so Keith actually he just enunciates his words better, Dave. That's all. So here's the question. Who's better at throwing out a runner from the outfield? Who's got more of a straight cannon in the outfield? The Pittsburgh Pirate / Cincinnati Red, Oakland A, Dave Parker, or Bo Jackson? Because this one fouled out by Travis, strike 2 there. You know, I got to tell you, I saw Dave Parker when he played for the Reds make some nasty throws from right field straight to home plate and get people out. And then you can't go, you can't even, when you see Bo Jackson make that throw against, what was the guy's name's on the MLB Network now? Yeah, Harold Reynolds. When he threw out Harold Reynolds, this one up top, 1-2 the count to Travis now. If you've ever seen an interview with Harold Reynolds talk about that, he jumps on Bo's back right after that inning is over and says, "You're not supposed to be able to do that." And he was laughing because he could not believe he just got thrown out by a guy who was in the corner of left field at the wall. And the 1-2 here, low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But, yeah, that's a great question. Two balls, 2 strikes. Sam Travis. He's one of the top batters in the league as well. Travis was at first last night. He's DH tonight. Here's the 2-2 from Popesy. Outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And it is time for fourth inning trivia. In Major League Baseball, the record for most 40 home run seasons in a career. Dave Kaplan says Parker. Okay. You know what? We have more of a bank to pull from Dave Parker. If Bo Jackson would have played a lot longer, we might have. Here's the payoff. Oh, and he goes down looking there. Posey freezes him up on that changeup for strike 3. That was nasty. Posey is on his game, pitching a monster here. That was strikeout number 6. Folks, we're headed to the bottom of the 4th. No score here in Lexington. Genomes 0, Ducks nothing. We'll be right back with Genomes Baseball right here on the Genomes Baseball Network. Bottom of the 4th inning here in Lexington. No score. And the first pitch from Akil Morris missing. Ball 1 goes to the backstop. Gets away from Joe DiCarlo. Good look at Chris Davis there, the former Oakland A. And that is you're looking at the American League home run king from 2018 right there, Chris Davis. Davis hit 48 home runs in 2018. Big swing there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. That one's low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, he hit strike 2. Wow. That was a long wait on that strike call. One ball, two strikes to Davis. The ball could hit his elbow and go out, so you got to be careful with what you throw to him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Keel Morris, for all that Max Povsey has done tonight, and he's done a great job. Akeel Morris doing a pretty good job himself. This ball hit high into the sky. And waiting, and finally it comes down, and the catch made by the shortstop for out number 1, Vladimir Frias. So Davis pops out, and Moises Sierra makes his second trip up. Sierra stepping in. First pitch to him is outside, ball 1. Sierra with 6 home runs, 30 RBIs. That one in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the trivia question tonight, Babe Ruth had 11 seasons where he hit 40 or more home runs. That is the MLB record. There are 4 people tied with 8 seasons of 40 or more home runs. Can you name 2 of the 4 players who have had 8 seasons with at least 40 or more home runs? 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sierra. Here's the 1-2 from Morris. He kicks and fires, and this one fouled off right through the legs of that Ducks player. One ball, 2 strikes to Sierra. Morris, full windup again, fires, and that one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. People still trickling into the game tonight. This is great. If you bring a can of food tonight, folks, you get into the game free as part of a food drive for God's Pantry. This one missing inside. Count goes full 3-2 now to Moises Sierra. Morris holding the Genomes tonight. No runs, 3 hits this far into the game. And bottom of the 4th here and 1 out. And Sierra draws a walk. Sierra struck out his first time up, but able to get a walk here. And now Samir Duenas comes back up, the first baseman. Samir Duenas from Venezuela. Samir, 6'1", 230, 26-year-old from Macuto, Venezuela. Big rip here, right field, and it's going to go foul. But I tell you what, if Samir straightens that out, the Genomes will be in business. It's almost like Samir was looking for the 76-mile-an-hour changeup that time as he took it deep right field foul. No balls, 1 strike. Samir having issue with his bat there. He may have cracked it on that as that was hit. Looked like right in the middle of the bat there. Yeah, it looks like he's getting a new bat as he walks over to the dugout and switches them out. And he's making the track back to the plate here. And I think we're in business here. Duenas played for the Birmingham Barons. That is the former team of basketball great Michael Jordan. Here's the 0-1. This one outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. One on, 1 out. Samir Dueñez, 1-1 count. That one inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. And it looked like Joe DiCarlo ready to throw down to first and get Sierra to walk back to that base, or hurry back anyway. Ball popped out of his glove. He couldn't get a hold of it. Dueñez singled last time up. It was that little dribbler over to third base that they couldn't handle and throw. And this one, rip foul once again. And right into that patio area by Mattress Overstock Warehouse. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Great day for a baseball game. Lots of fans have made it out here. A lot of smiles everywhere. Lots of powder pink and blue out in the stands to cheer on their Genomes tonight. Not sure what's going on. I think the umpire stepped away for a minute. Maybe he had to grab some extra baseballs for the game. And now we're ready for baseball. 1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th. No score in Lexington. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the first baseman, Samir Dueñez. Akil Morris kicks and fires. And he pops this one up in the infield. And it's caught as the third baseman comes up for the Ducks and makes a catch. That's Romero, and that's out number 2. So Sierra still at first. And Anderson Miller will come back up. Anderson Miller absolutely hit a monster line drive last time up, caught by the first baseman. And now the pitching coach coming out to talk to Akil Morris. And I'm not sure what he saw or what he needs to talk about, but I tell you this, Akil Morris is pitching a great game. Morris, up until this point, only 63 pitches. So I'm not sure what that was about. I mean, you have any idea what he possibly could have been talking about to him? I mean, yeah, that's true. Maybe, yeah. Maybe what he hit last time, hit that absolute monster line drive to first. Maybe, hey, this is what you pitched when you hit that ball. Maybe to remind him, since it's no score, it's a tight game here. Strike 1 to Miller. Maybe telling him, hey, this is what he typically will go out of the zone for. Miller did not like that strike, did he? Boy, Miller really didn't like that strike call there. He thought it missed. At least I think that's what the grimace was. They throw over to first there. Sarah gets back in time. Anderson Miller, fantastic baseball player. Swing and miss here. Strike 2. He was a third-round draft pick by the Kansas City Royals, 2015. 98th pick overall. Played college at Western Kentucky. Here's the 0-2. And he rips this one right up the middle to center field. So whatever they told him not to throw to him, it didn't matter. Miller gets on with a single to center for a base hit, folks. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 4th. Genomes trying to get something on the board here. Akil Morris and Max Posey both pitching fantastic games up to this point. It has been a pitcher's duel. And now Austin Rye comes up to see if he can get something going as well. Now, Austin Rye also hit a monster line drive. I mean, an absolute screamer, but went straight to the shortstop. Umpire telling Akil Morris to hurry up there. But it was Rye who wasn't in the box there. Not sure why he didn't motion to Rye with his clock. This one in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher there. Yeah, I wouldn't think he was trying to hurry up Austin. He was trying to hurry the pitcher, but Austin wasn't there yet, and you can't hurry Austin. He just got to batter's box himself. You got to give him a couple seconds, right? Here's the 1-0, 2 on, 2 out. And this one hits the corner, strike one. 1-1 the count. You know, you always can tell if the umpiring crew is doing a good job if you don't notice. If you don't notice them, they're doing a good job. That's how you can always tell in a football game, or if the referees are not the story, they're doing a great job because they haven't made any calls that you were suspicious of or thought negative of. This one hits the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Akil Morris now 1 pitch from getting out of this inning. Little bit of a jam, but this has been as bad as it's been for him or Max Povsey. 2 on, 2 out. As these pitchers have been fantastic today. I saw Akil Morris on the probables for today, and I saw he was lined up with Max Povsey, and I knew this is going to be a great pitching duel. This one outside, 2 balls, 2 strike. Both of those pitchers have played in the major leagues. And when you got 2 pitchers, both with MLB experience, a lot of these hitters with MLB experience, it makes for a great game. That's why Atlantic League Baseball is so much fun. This one in the dirt, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Counts full now. 3-2, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. No score in Lexington, Kentucky, between the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes and the Long Island Ducks. Full count. Morris from the stretch. Now kicks and fires, runner goes, swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning. We're headed to the 5th, folks. No score in Lexington. We'll be right back with more Genomes Baseball right here on the Genomes Baseball Network. Top of the 5th inning here. No score in Lexington. Davidson Romero in. First pitch. Ooh, nasty curveball there in for strike 1 to Romero. That one just trickled in there at 72, but froze up Romero. No swing, but got the strike. This one down low, missing 1 ball, 1 strike now. One ball, 1 strike. This one fouled out of play. One ball, 2 strikes. If you come out to the game tonight, all you got to do is bring a can of food and you get in the game free, as we are pushing a food drive tonight for God's Pantry. That's a pretty good deal, folks. You get to watch a lot of Major League Baseball players, and all you got to do is bring in that can of tomato paste you never used. Strike 3 called, and he goes down looking, and that's another strikeout for Max Povsey. Seven strikeouts tonight. 4 of them have been looking. And Povsey calling for the manager to come out there. He may be feeling some strain in his back. Now, he did have some – did he have some back issues earlier in the season? Okay. Last year. Well, I'm not sure what's going on. He may have some issue there with his back muscles or some straining going on. I'm not sure. So it looks like the team trainer was out there with the manager, and he's staying in the game. So I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe he felt something funny, but he's going to throw a couple pitches, see how he feels here. And, boy, I'd hate to see him go out of the game because he is pitching a fantastic baseball game right now. Certainly hope he's feeling all right. But I'll say this, if he's not feeling all right, get out of there. It's not worth getting injured over. Take care of yourself. You don't need to break your back out there, literally, for anybody. So hopefully Max is going to be okay. Here's the first pitch to Joe DiCarlo in for the second time. He struck out swinging last time at the plate. 5th inning here, no score. Ducks and Genomes. Akil Morris for the Ducks and Max Povsey for the Genomes. Both pitching amazing games here. 0-2 now. Oh, 2, 1 out. Carlos Castro on deck. Here's the 0-2. And over the plate, he knows it too. Oh, he thought he was struck out, and he turned around and went back because there is no strike. He thought for sure he was gone. Did you see that? I mean, he was walking to the dugout, undoing his batting gloves, and he had to come back full circle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And I'm surprised, too, to be honest with you. And there's strike 3. So strikeout number 8 for Max Povsey. He is absolutely on fire tonight. And now Carlos Castro comes back up. Castro struck out swinging last time up. Castro steps in, faces former teammate, and he rips this one foul, strike 1. "15 batters have come to the plate tonight. 8 of them have been struck out. Folks, that is Major League Baseball talent. It would be reasonable to assume that Max Povsey is pitching at that level again. Strike 2, 0-2. I mean, we are almost at the end of the 5th, and he's averaging less than 15 pitches an inning. And this one low and away, 1-2. Povsey that time froze, kind of throw the timing off of Castro. Whether that was his intent or not, that's what he did. Sometimes you'll see pitchers do that. They'll actually slow down, wait, fast pitch. This one fouled. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still Castro staying alive with a foul. And just now, on that pitch right there, Max Povsey is averaging 15 pitches per inning. Anytime your pitcher can stay between 15 and 18 pitches per inning, that's doing a great job. You want to keep your pitcher between 15 and 18 per inning. Povsey, exactly 15 pitches per inning right now. This one up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Castro, the former Genome. He was also on the York Revolution this year. This is the 3rd team for Carlos Castro this season. He started out with the York Revolution. Then he was traded to the Genomes. Now he's a Long Island Duck. This one hit deep left field. Going over is Martinez, and it's going to go foul into the tarp area over there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And now the 7th pitch of this at-bat for Castro is coming up. Castro steps in. Povsey kind of stretching out a little there. And here comes the 2-2. And this one popped up, and it's going to stay playable for Rye, and he makes the catch. And that'll end the inning, folks. No score through 5. Well, through 4.5 anyway. We're at the halftime point here, folks. Genome's coming up bottom of the 5th next, and don't like what they're doing with Max Povsey right there, as he may be walking back to the clubhouse. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th, folks. Genome's coming up to bat. This is Genomes Baseball right here on the Genomes Baseball Network. Ready to start the bottom of the 5th here. Genome's coming up to bat. 5 shutout innings so far for Max Povsey, as he will probably check out. First pitch to Johns, his 2nd time at the plate. Ball 1 up high. Akil Morris also pitching 4 shutout innings, hoping to get a 5th here. Johns, 240 average. Singled last time up. He was 205 last time up, 240. Told you, gave him a nice little bump there. This one here, deep right field, and on the run, Johnny Turbo makes the catch. Thought Johns might have had an extra base hit that time, so he'll fly out, and that's out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. And Teodoro Martinez comes back up. And first pitch to him. In there for strike 1. Martinez, 207 batter on the season thus far. Here's the 0-1. And this fastball missing outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Beautiful day for baseball. Big crowd out here tonight. Having a good time. Here's the 1-1 from Morris. Martinez swings, fouls this out of play. One ball, 2 strikes to Tio. Morris steps off. Martinez steps out. Here comes the 1-2. And that one in there. Strike 3 called. Martinez goes down looking. And that'll be the 3rd strikeout of the night for Akil Morris. And Luke Becker comes back up. That's actually the 4th strikeout, I should say, for Akil Morris, not the 3rd, the 4th. Becker steps back in. Becker, 290. Batting average on the season, 12 home runs, 46 RBIs. Looks at a strike 1 there. He dialed it up for Becker. He went to 93 on that fastball. Here's the 0-1. Morris, full windup, fires. Swing and a miss here by Luke. Strike 2. Great night for baseball. You got to get out to the ball field, folks. If you haven't done it here in a while, it's time to. Plenty of seats in the shade here. Here's the 0-2. And Becker rips this one into center field for a base hit. And the Genomes have a runner with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Chris Shaw stepping up to the plate. 1 on, 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th. No score in Lexington at Kentucky Wild Health Field. First pitch from Morrison there, strike 1. The left-hander batting .276 with 8 home runs, 32 RBIs. Runner goes. And Castro throws a strike down there. Did they get him? They say yes. It took them forever to say it. But that'll end the inning as they get Luke Becker trying to steal there. And we're headed to the 6th inning. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. New pitcher on the mound for the Genomes, Robbie Ross, excuse me. Robbie Scott was my next-door neighbor that stole my P. Rose baseball card. This is Robbie Ross. I don't know why I blame Robbie Ross for that, but for some reason, number 11 just triggers me. 1-1 strike. Robbie Ross played high school baseball in Lexington, Kentucky for LCA, didn't he? Lexington Christian Academy. Where did he go to college at? He didn't go, did he? He got drafted right away, yeah. Had some great seasons with the Boston Red Sox. A lot of people compare the way Robbie Ross throws to how I used to throw when I played, except they say he's just the opposite. He's a good pitcher. 1-2 strikes now. Frias swings and misses, and that's strikeout number 1 for Robbie Ross here. Vladimir Frias going down swinging. So these pitchers for the Genomes tonight are firing some heat. That pitch from Ross, 90 miles an hour. And out number 1, top of the 6th. And here's Johnny Turbo. Turbo tonight struck out his first time up. This is only his second time up here. First pitch, outside, missing, ball 1, fastball, 91 miles an hour. One thing you'll see on Robbie Ross usually is a smile on that face of his. Here's the 1-0. Nice little curveball there, misses though. 2 balls, no strikes. Two and 0. And this one misses as well. 3-0. You don't want that guy on the base running free, do you, Johnny Turbo? He can put a lot of pressure on your defense even when the ball's not being hit. .291 batter. And this one in there for a strike. 3-1. That fastball right down the middle. Now 3-1 is usually a fastball pitch for hitters. If you got a count of 3-1, you usually expect a fastball here. Sometimes you'll have a 3-1 count. Everybody knows you're going to throw a fastball, and the pitcher will look in. He'll shake his head no, but he'll go ahead and throw the fastball anyway, but he'll think or make you think he shook off the fastball. A lot of head games up there. Oh, yeah. They do. They'll shake. They'll tell their guy, hey, I'm going to shake my head no at the first pitch I like. Give me 2 more signs. Oh, yeah. That's a real thing. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count full now. So Johnny Turbo way ahead in the count. 3-0 now. Full count, 3-2. Darius Williams, also a good pitcher, used to do that. Here's the payoff. And this one hit by Turbo into left field and almost gets over the head of the left fielder Martinez as he has to jump up and catch it as it took a big bounce off the turf there. So 1-on-1 out now for the Ducks. And the top of the order coming up here with L.J. Mazzilli. Yeah, Darius Williams used to do that. Maddie Robinson, she used to do that when she pitched. Did you used to do that, Maddie? Yeah? She shook her head, yes. And here's L.J. Mazzilli back up for the 3rd time tonight. He grounded out to first his first time up, and then he singled to left field. First pitch to him inside, ball 1. 1-on-1 out, top of the 6th in Lexington. No score between the two teams. Matter of fact, only 8 hits total in this game so far, no score. And Ross is going to throw over to first. Make sure Johnny Turbo gets back saying, hey, I got my eye on you. Fantastic job by Max Povsey, who went out. I mean, an outstanding game by him. He was fantastic. 16 batters faced, struck out 8. Runner goes. Turbo headed to second. Throw down there, and plenty of time. Are you kidding me? I thought, oh, ball came out. That's why. So, stolen base for Turbo. As we watch this replay, Becker has it, and it popped out of his glove on the tag. So, that's an E4. So, officially in the scorebook, that's caught stealing, E4. So, he was caught stealing, but it popped out of the glove of the second baseman. 1 ball, no strikes. This one ripped into the stands. I tell you what, if Povsey is actually hurt, I really hope that's not the case. I loved watching him pitch. I think he is still Major League Baseball talent ready. I hope he heals up because that guy needs to be at the next level. He is unreal. Here's the 2-1. Turbo at second. That one in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Robbie Ross, he's good too. I mean, they've got some good pitching on this team, especially tonight. They look great. Genomes are trying to get back in the fight. They've finished third in the first half. And hopefully they'll fight their way into that last playoff spot. This one, grounder to second. Becker makes a long run to get it, and Ross covers the bag, but they're able to outrun him to the bag. Mazzilli gets there just a half step ahead of Ross, and now that's a hit. Runners at first and third, 1 out. And this is as close as any team has been, or excuse me, any one of the teams have been tonight to scoring. Genomes had 2 on and 2 out at one point. And now the Ducks have runners at first and third with 1 out. And Dustin Woodcock at the plate. And the first pitch to him from Ross is outside, ball 1. Woodcock tonight has struck out, and he walked his last time up. Here's the 1-0 down in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. Two balls, no strikes. 1 out here, top of the 6th. No score in Lexington, Kentucky here at Wild Health Field. I'll tell you what has scored lots of points, though, and that is this crowd. They're doing a great job backing up the Genomes, enjoying this weather. Nice breeze blowing. This one popped up into the infield. Ross calling it, and he's called off by his shortstop, Gavin Johns, and Johns called him off. Says, I got it, and he did. 2 on, 2 outs. And now Alejandro De Aza comes up. De Aza has struck out and grounded out to short. Boy, you hate it when a guy like De Aza comes up because he's due, you know. He's a .325 batter, and the law of averages say 1 out of every 3 times he gets a hit, and he has not hit at 2 attempts today. I hope this is not it. There we go. Strike 1 from Ross. Logan Weiler is on the video board tonight, doing a great job as always. He keeps the game going, throws the pictures up of the players, does a lot of video effects, keeps the crowd entertained. This pitch misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's my jam. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Robbie Ross Jr. on the mound, the former Boston Red Sox pitcher. Kicks and fires. Oh, just a bit outside that time. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 on, 2 out. Runners on the corners for the Ducks. Neither team has been this close to scoring tonight. I think the Genomes may have had a runner at third once tonight, and the Ducks as well. Sam Travis in the on-deck circle. Yep, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike here. Deaza on base percentage plus slugging, that OPS number close to 1,000. Oh, check swing. He went. Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. That might have been the right call. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. Why does the home plate umpire check? Isn't that his call? No? Doesn't the catcher have to send for the appeal or? No? 3 balls, 1 strike. And I don't know, folks. I'm just asking. I'm looking down at our official score, looking at anybody in the press box that has the answer to that. Umpires tonight have done a good job. I'm certainly not going to bash them. Yeah. Yep. Count full now after that foul by Deaza. Here's the payoff pitch. 3-2, 2 outs, 6 inning, 2 runners on. This one popped up to center field, left center, moving over is Martinez and makes the catch. And that will end the threat, and they leave 2 stranded, folks. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th. No score in Lexington. Genomes coming up. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Start at the bottom of the 6th here in Lexington, Kentucky's Wild Health Field. Chris Shaw coming up to the plate. Becker was thrown out at second when Shaw was at the plate last time. Akil Morris will step up to the mound for the 6th inning. Shaw gets a reset on that at bat. First pitch here, strike 1 to Chris Shaw, 276 batter. Oh and 1. Swing and a miss here. No balls, 2 strikes. It's cooled off quite a bit since the start of the game. Here's the 0-2. This one upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chris Shaw can draw walks, takes a lot of pitches. Can move into the count deep. Does a good job at getting on base. This one outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 32 RBIs on the season. He's been walked 52 times. That's more than anybody on the team. Here's the 2-2. And this one down low, so Shaw in the hole first, 0-2. Now the count's full 3-2. Keel Morris has pitched shutout baseball through 5 innings, only allowing 5 hits. The payoff, fouled out of play. Count stays full 3-2. Shaw last 2 times up, grounded out to first and went down on strikes looking. 0 for 2 on the night. But he does have light tower power, so if he gets a hold of one. And this one upstairs, and he does what he can do, and that's draw a walk as he heads to first base, and the Genomes, 1 aboard and nobody out, bottom of the 6th. And now Chris Davis coming up. Chris Davis, good time for him to be up with a runner aboard, and he can do what he does best and bring that runner in. First pitch to Davis, hit high into the sky, shallow right field. Second baseman going back, and it drops in for a base hit as a right fielder, Turbo, dives for it and can't come up with it. He must have lost it at the last minute as Mazzilli went out. Turbo came in. Here's the replay. Let's see what happened here. Mazzilli was going back. Turbo comes in, calls for it, and he didn't even touch that ball. It hit the grass in front of him. And that's a base hit. So now runners at first and second for the Genomes. And here's Moises Sierra. Genomes in business here. 2 on, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th. First pitch to Sierra, low. Ball 1. Sierra has 6 home runs, 6 doubles on the year. Here's the 1-0. And must have hit the outside corner there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Bottom of the 6th. Akil Morris up to this point has pitched shutout baseball. 5 hits through 5, just gave up another one. 6 hits of shutout ball. And this pitch missing. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sierra steps back in. Here's the 2-1. Kilmore's taking a little extra time here. Looking, checks both runners. And this one missing. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody's left this game. And why would you? Legends drop the first game of the doubleheader 4-1 to Gastonia in North Carolina. That second game underway. Here's the 3-1. And this one outside and ball 4. So Sierra gets the walk. So Chris Shaw gets a walk, a single by Davis, and now a walk to Sierra, and the bases are loaded. And I think that might be all for Akil Morris as Wally Backman comes out. And he takes the ball, says, good job, gives him a pat on the back. And I certainly think he earned a good job from Wally Backman because it was. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 hits and no runs. So Akil Morris heads to the dugout. And the new pitcher coming in is number 30 for the Ducks. And it looks like, yeah, is that 30 coming in? I can't tell. Yep, Tyler Webb will come in. Tyler Webb, a lefty, 6'5", 240, played in the major leagues, and we'll be right back with Genomes Baseball right after this on the Genomes Baseball Network. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. No score here between the Genomes and the Ducks. Bases are loaded. New pitcher on the mound, Tyler Webb, the former South Carolina Gamecock, steps up to the mound. Tyler Webb played in the major leagues for the Brewers, the Padres, and I believe the St. Louis Cardinals. And he'll be facing Samir Dueñez with bases loaded. Dueñez 4 home runs and rips the first pitch he sees. Foul, strike one. Tyler Webb actually pitched in 2012 as junior. He pitched to a 6-1 win-loss record, had a 1.56 ERA, was named to be the second-team preseason All-America, and ended up being an All-American. Went in the 10th round of the Yankees. Swing and a miss here by Dueñez. No balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded. And this is as close as we've got to somebody scoring a run tonight. Bases loaded, nobody out for the Genomes. Bottom of the 6th here in Lexington, Kentucky at Wild Health Field. Good camera shot there. This one down low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Behind the home plate camera is Drew Fagley, doing a great job as always. Here's the 1-2. Dueñez hits this, deep right field, going back to the wall is Turbo. It hits the top of the wall, 1 run scores. 2 runs will score. Dueñez goes to second. The throw to third, he's safe. Sierra in there. Dueñez with a stand-up double. 2 runners score. And, boy, watch Dueñez when he runs the second here. He thinks he's got a home run. He's jogging. It comes off the wall. Turbo picks it up, fires it in. Now watch. Dueñez, he's like, wait a minute. Oh, yep, okay, safe. So he wasn't sure if he should take second or not. He thought he might have been out right there, but they go for the runner at third instead, and he's able to get to second with a double. And the Genomes lead 2-0 thanks to a double by Samir Dueñez here in the bottom of the 6th with nobody out. And now Sierra at third, Dueñez at second. And a 2-0 lead for your Genomes. Anderson Miller in now. Good to see Dueñez come through with that big double there. Here's the 0-1. And misses the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Miller today, line drive was caught to first base. Swing and a miss here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Miller last time up hit a single to center field. He does it this time. He'll add to those RBI totals. Swing and a miss here. And Miller will go down swinging. And that'll be out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. And now Austin Rye comes back up. He had a line drive to the shortstop his first time up that looked like it was headed to the outfield, but just not in the right spot. He struck out his last time up. Now 2 on and 1 out for him. Teo Martinez in the on-deck circle, the top of the order. First pitch here, missing, ball 1. Tyler Webb, the new pitcher on the mound. This ball hit to short. They throw home, and they tag Sierra, and that'll be out number 2. So Moises Sierra goes, but he's tagged out at home for out number 2. But that puts 2 runners on now. Runners on first and third. So Austin Rye will reach first on a fielder's choice there. And I misspoke there. Martinez on deck now. Gavitt Johns was on deck previously. Johns, first pitch, hits it straight to short. They tab the bag, and they're out of the inning. So the Genomes do what they needed to do, though. 2 runs on 2 hits here. We're headed to the 7th. Genomes 2, Ducks nothing. We'll be right back with more Genomes baseball right here on the Genomes Baseball Network. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. The Genomes on top now, 2-0 on the strength of a Samir Dueñez double with the bases loaded, brought 2 runs in, and the Genomes get aboard 2-0. New pitcher on the mound now for the Genomes. Alejandro Chacin. Alejandro Chacin played the other night. He's from Maracay, Venezuela. Did a great job. He has played in the major leagues. You see him there saying a little prayer before he steps up on the mound. I can't cheer against the guy who gets up there on the mound and does that. The former Cincinnati Reds player on the mound once again. And he'll face Sam Travis, batting .300, 8 home runs, 56 RBIs. And the first pitch up high and inside, ball one. 299 average, actually. I just rounded up to the nearest 1/1000th of a point. 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the 7th. Genomes on top, 2-0. They get 2 runs off of Dwayne Yez's double. And this one in there, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is the first season with the Ducks for Sam Travis. He pops this ball up into the air. His first in the Atlantic League, actually, too. And Johns calls for it, and he makes the catch. Travis played his college ball at Indiana University. He was a Hoosier. 1 out, and Davidson Romero comes back up to the plate. Last series, Romero was 4 for 11 against the Genomes. He had a double, a home run, 3 RBIs. First pitch to him, strike one from Chasing. Now, in 2019, Davidson Romero was the Atlantic League Championship Series MVP for that series. In 2019, he had .444 with 2 home runs and 9 RBIs versus Sugarland. It's his 3rd season with the Ducks, 4th in the Atlantic League. That pitch missing, 1 ball, 1 strike. He originally signed with the Minnesota Twins as a non-drafted free agent back in 2006. He's been an Atlantic League All-Star 2018, 2019. Swing and a miss here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now, he won the Home Run Derby, I think, too, didn't he? Back in 2018 when they had the All-Star game? Yeah. He was the Home Run Derby champ. Are they naming an All-Star team in the Atlantic League this year? Oh, yeah, it's out? Okay. I have to pull that up here and take a look at that. Well, I wasn't sure because I know we're not going to have an All-Star game. Swing and a miss here. Romero goes down swinging, and there's 2 outs. Two outs. And Joe DiCarlo comes back up. First season with the Ducks for DiCarlo. First pitch to him, ball one. He was originally taken by the Seattle Mariners right out of high school in the amateur draft in 2012. Played as high as AA in Arkansas with that Mariners organization. Ooh, off the end of the bat there. Strike one. That always stings on that hand that's down there at the bottom of the bat. 1 ball, 1 strike. He spent the 2021 season last year with the Chicago White Sox organization, played for the Birmingham Barons, played for AAA Charlotte as well. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's Chasing's pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch there. How'd you like that one, guys? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Beautiful movement on that ball. Two nothing lead here. Top of the 7th. Alejandro Chacin on the mound. DiCarlo at the plate. Righty on righty. Strike 3. And that'll end the top of the 7th. Genomes 2, Ducks nothing. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th. Hey, it's time for the 7th inning stretch. If you're at home, do it with us, folks. This is Genomes Baseball right here on the Genomes Baseball Network. First pitch to Proctor, hit to second, goes to short. Here's the pitch. He hits this one to short, over to second for the force out, and that ends the inning. But
home runs. He'll bat with an 0-2 count here with 2 outs. He'll have a play at the plate as Irvin is going to be tagged out at home.
he hits a grounder to second, double play ball. They throw it to second, and he hits this one a ton. Center field going back, and it is out of here. Chris Shaw with a 2-run home run here in the bottom of the first. Welcome back to Lexington, Kentucky's Wild Health Field, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you tuning in as the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes lead here 2-0 over the Long Island Ducks. And we are ready to start the bottom of the 7th here in Lexington, Kentucky. Here's Tio Martinez, the leadoff batter for the Genomes. He steps in. And the first pitch to him up high for ball 1. Sandy Baez, the new pitcher on the mound for the Ducks, the big right-hander. Played several years in the majors. 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, it was last year. He's last played in the major leagues. This one up top, 1 ball, 1 strike. Baez throws a fastball in the low to mid-90s when he gets it going. .28-year-old Sandy Baez from the Dominican Republic, from Juan Barron, Dominican Republic. This one low. 3-0. Baez previously played for the Detroit Tigers. And now he's flapping his wings with the Ducks. Here's the 3-0 to Martinez. And that one in there for a strike. That was an 89-mile-an-hour pitch right down the middle from Baez. 3-1, bottom of the 7th, Genomes 2-0 lead. Martinez 1 for 3 tonight. 205 average on the season, 5 home runs. Here's a 3-1. And he rips this one deep left field going back. Is it fair? Yes, it's off the Clark sign in the left field wall, and he's going to be in there with a sliding double. And he calls timeout. Good to see Martinez rake that ball as it goes all the way back to that hit the payroll solutions sign. And he's in there with a double, slides in there, plenty of time. And now Luke Becker comes up. 1 on, nobody out for the former University of Kentucky star. 12 home runs, 46 RBIs. 292 average. Facing Sandy Baez. Baez now from the stretch, kicks and fires. That one in there, strike 1, 91-mile-an-hour fastball to Becker. Becker tonight 1 for 2. Here's the 0-1. That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Becker last time up singled to center. First time up he flew out to right, then he walked. Here's the 1-1. Becker hits it to second, and they'll get him out at first, but Martinez will get to third with no throw. So 1 on, 1 out, but the runner on third now as Becker moves him to third base. And Chris Shaw comes up to try to get Martinez in. Shaw steps in, and we're ready to go here. 1 on 1 out by his first pitch to Shaw. Gets the outside corner. Strike one. There's a good view of the home plate. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss here. No balls, 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 on. Martinez at third. Sandy Baez, the former Detroit Tiger, on the mound for the Ducks. Here's the 0-2. Shaw rips it right to first base. And Castro, his former teammate, catches it, tags the bag for out number 2. So now Chris Davis comes back up. Good time for Chris Davis to be up there with 2 outs, and they're going to intentionally walk Chris Davis. They're not going to bother pitching to him. So Chris Davis heads on down to first base. They said we're going to take our chances with Moises Sierra here. So runners at first and third after that intentional walk. You know, the San Francisco Giants are notorious for sending runners on first and third. When it's a first and third with 2 outs, they'll send a runner every time from first to second. So the pitching coach goes out there and talks to Baez for just a minute. That's Mark Weidemeyer. Moises Sierra steps in. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. Now Sierra steps out. There's Davis at first. First pitch to Sierra. This one's low, ball 1. We've got an awesome crew here tonight, folks. You know, you see the players on the field, but there's a lot of people that you don't see behind the scenes. Our DJ Picasso, Will Painter down there, does a great job. He's also pulling double duty. Check swing there by Sierra. Will Painter does public address and the music. Logan Weiler's on the video board. Drew Fagley here doing the camera work. Maddie Robinson. Judith Drake, Adam Marson, the technical team bringing the game to you. This pitch in there, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Aerial coverage provided by Jeremy Bodner. Official stringer is Keith Hardiman. He does a great job for Major League Baseball. Him and Dave Kaplan, both excellent stringers. Both of those guys employed by the MLB. Official score, Hugh Davis. This ball hit hard to right field. Turbo dives for it. It gets by him, goes to the wall. 1 runner scores, and Sierra makes it to second. Davis to third. So they decided not to pitch to Chris Davis, and Moises Sierra makes them pay with a double to the wall. And it's a 3-0 Genomes lead here with runners at second and third. So now 2 outs, runners at second and third. And Baez will pitch to Samir Dueñez. Dueñez doubled his last time up. This one outside, ball one. 2 on, 2 outs for Samir Dueñez. Dueñez already with 2 RBIs in the game. Can he get 2 more here? Official attendance tonight, 2,244. Witness tonight's epic struggle, this titanic struggle between the Genomes and the Ducks. 2,244. Dueñez steps back in, 1 ball, no strikes. Genomes with a 3-0 lead, put 2 on in the 6th, 1 so far here in the 7th. Dueñez chops this one foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now, Samir Dueñez has 4 home runs on the season. And I don't normally do prognosticating, but I will do that here. I think Samir is going to take it over the wall. I think he's going to plant that baseball, give it a new geographic location over the right field wall. It's not going to have the distance. He chops this one to first, and the ground ball is the final out. But the Genomes get on the board again. It's a 3-0 ball game as we head to the 8th. This is Genomes Baseball right here on the Genomes Baseball Network. Be right back, everybody. Welcome back to Wild Health Field here in Lexington, Kentucky, where the Wild Health Genomes have a 3-0 lead over the Long Island Ducks. Chris Shaw is out of the game. Demetrius Moorer is in. Anderson Miller will move from center field to right field. Demetrius Moorer in center field. 11 strikeouts on the night so far for the Genomes pitching staff as they are pitching a 4-hit shutout as a staff as Luis Guzman comes into the game for the Genomes. So Luis Guzman will face his former teammate Carlos Castro, batting .303 with 6 home runs and 33 RBIs. Luis Guzman is a unique pitching style, as you will see here momentarily. Starts from the stretch and kicks and throws. First pitch to Castro was hit into left field for a single, and Castro was aboard here in the top of the 8th inning. And he's going to go for 2, and he's going to be thrown out, trying to stretch that single into a double. And Luke Becker gets the throw from Martinez, and they gun Castro down. As you watch the replay here, Martinez looks like it's a ho-hum, and he says, oh, wait a minute, whoosh. And there comes the throw. Becker just waiting on Castro to get there. And that's out number 1. Vladimir Frias steps in, 1 out. Frias, 240 batting average, 2 home runs, 27 RBIs. And good thing there isn't a runner aboard. That one gets away from DeCarlo. Austin Rye. Getting all players intertwined here. Vladimir Frias. On the season, 240 average. 1 out here, top of the 8th in Lexington. He hits this one. High fly ball, deep right field. Miller back to the warning track and right up against the wall, makes a catch. And boy, Demetrius Moore, I know you're supposed to back up your players. He came all the way from center field to right field. He got there before the ball did. Folks, that is crazy speed by Moore. And people don't realize the center fielder moves on every single pitch. Every pitch. If the ball's hit to left field, the center fielder has to go. If the ball's hit to right field, the center fielder has to go. If you're in right fielder and the ball's hit to left field, you watch. And that takes a toll on your center fielder. First pitch here, strike 1. Just like the catcher is a field general, the catcher's the only guy in the defense that faces out towards his team. Everybody else faces into the batter. So the catcher has to control everything that goes on from where he's sitting, or where he's squatting, I should say. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Johnny Turbo. And he'll rip this one down the third base side, foul. Johnny Turbo, it's his 5th year here in the Atlantic League. It's 3rd season with the Ducks. Used to play for the Somerset Patriots and the Bridgeport Bluefish before they left the league, and then was with the South Maryland Crabs prior to that. He did play in the show, folks. He's played with the Phillies. Or did he play in the MLB? I can't remember now. And this one outside, ball 2. 2-2 the count. He was in the Phillies organization, drafted in the 4th round in 2006, right out of high school in the amateur draft, Westchester, California. Westchester High School, I should say, in California. Here's the 2-2. This one popped up. Austin Rye giving chase, heading over towards the dugout. It bounces right on top of the Ducks dugout and into the stands, and chaos ensues as they scramble for the foul ball, and why wouldn't it? It's a free baseball. Two balls, 2 strikes to Vladimir Frias. 295 batter, 4 home runs, and 20 RBIs. For Turbo, Johnny Turbo. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I was reading on Frias just now. Need to focus. Here's a 2-2. And this one in there, called 3. Called 3rd strike there, so strike 3 for Guzman. That's his first strikeout. The 12th strikeout of the night, though, for the Genomes. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th. It's Genomes 3, Ducks nothing. We'll be back with more Genomes baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Welcome back to Lexington, Kentucky. Genomes 3-0 lead here as we begin the bottom of the eighth, I should say. Both starters pitched excellent tonight. Max Povsey for the Genomes. 8 strikeouts through 5 innings, went out after 5. And then Akil Morris, 5 shutout innings himself. Anderson Miller here, first pitch fouls off of Baez for strike 1. Great night for baseball. The sun is set here in central Kentucky. If you've never been to Lexington, Kentucky, it's worth the trip, folks, to come here and see. You get the best of both worlds. You get a little bit of city, a little bit of country. You get the beautiful horse farms. You get the nightlife. Some of the best bourbon in the world is made right here. Second pitch here. Miller hits it deep center field. Coming over is actually the left fielder this time to make the catch, and that's out number 1 as Diaza calls that off of Dustin Woodcock for out number 1. So Austin Ride comes back up after Miller flies out to left field. Bottom of the 8th, 1 out here in Lexington. Baez fires. First pitch, he chops it to short. It's picked up by Frias, thrown over to first. Castro makes the catch, and that's out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down so far for Baez here in the 8th. Gavin Johns comes up now. I tell you what, I'm a fan of his defensive work as well as his bat. I think his average, I don't think, says the story for him. I think that 222 by the end of the month will be up over 3. Strike 1 here. You know, I mean, I see a lot of talent out of this kid. I really do. I don't know much about Gavin, but I think he's got a future in baseball for sure. As he's shown some flashes of brilliance. This one fouled out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes to Johns. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. This ball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 to Johns. Former Detroit Tiger Sandy Baez fires. Johns rips it to third. It's picked up, fired over to first. Castro makes a catch, and they got him. So that'll end the inning as Romero fields the ball from Johns, sends it to Castro. We're headed to the 9th, folks. Genomes 3, Ducks coming up with their last chance right after this. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. New pitcher on the mound for the Genomes, Diogenes Elmingo. Do you say the S there? Diogenes Elmingo. I don't think you do. And here's the first pitch from him. 95 miles an hour, folks. There's some heat there. I better get his name right. Diogenes Elmingo. This one hit to short, picked up by Johns. Throw to first. They got him. You see what I mean when I say he shows flashes of brilliance and that I'm a fan of his defensive play out there? Look at this. Look, I know some major league shortstops that don't make that play right now. That was a fantastic job by Gavin Johns. And you know what? If you go to his Twitter feed, you'll see why he makes those kind of defensive plays. He does drills that he loads on his Twitter feed that show why he grabs that ball and can throw it like he just did. One up, one down. And here's Dustin Woodcock, who's notorious for hitting home runs in these situations. He's a ninth-inning home run guy. And that one's in there for strike one, 87 miles an hour. Diogenes Elmingo, the pitcher on the mound here. The big right-hander. This one fouled, out of play. 0-2 now. Elmingo, 6'2", 190. 27-year-old from Dominican Republic. Ooh, that was a fastball. 98 miles an hour that time. Woo. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one low. This guy's throwing in the upper 90s with that fastball. That one, that's the highest I've seen on the gun today. Here's the 1-2 to Dustin Woodcock. Froze him up on that changeup, and that is strikeout number 1 and out number 2. Is that the 13th strikeout for Genomes pitching today? Yes. 13 strikeouts for the Genomes pitching staff to 1 walk. A 13-to-1 ratio for that pitching staff today for the Genomes. That is unreal. That is good baseball, folks. Yeah. Alejandro De Aza in there. Looks at strike 1, 96-mile-an-hour fastball from Diogenes Elmingo. Here's the 0-1. That one's a fastball as well, outside, 95 miles an hour. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. 3-0 lead here for the Genomes. 2 outs, top of the 9th. That one inside just misses De Aza. Ball 2. 2-1. Everybody's still in their seats here, waiting on the light show from DJ Picasso, a.k.a. Will Painter, our public address announcer. A music and light show coming up at the conclusion of this game. Here's the 2-1. De Aza fouls this one. That's a long way for a foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the Genomes are down to 1 strike to get the series win right here. If they get this strike right here, they've won the first 2 games of this 3-game series. They avoid a rubber match tomorrow. They extend their winning streak. And this pitch is outside. Count goes full 3-2, 2 outs, 9th inning. Statistically, the best batter for the Ducks is at the plate. Alejandro De Aza, the lefty. Here's the 3-2. He kicks, fires. De Aza, a chopper to first, picked up. He covers the bag, and this game is over. The Genomes win 3-0, and why wouldn't they? Baseball is in their DNA. That's the final score here in Lexington. So the Genomes extend that winning streak. Your final numbers for tonight. The Genomes, 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. The Ducks, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. Final score, Genomes 3, Long Island Ducks nothing. Stick around for the light show, folks, as that's coming up with DJ Picasso. Hey, we want to thank you for joining us and tuning in to YouTube tonight and watching the game on YouTube Live. Special thank you to our DJ Picasso, the public address announcer, a.k.a. Will Painter, for doing double duty down there. Logan Weiler was the video board operator. Drew Fagley ran the home plate camera. Great job, as always, by the technical team in there. Judith Drake, Maddie Robinson, Adam Morrison. Our official stringer was Keith Hardiman. Official scorer tonight, Hugh Davis. I'm Steve Tressler. Final game of the series tomorrow. First pitch 2:05 from right here at Wild Health Field as the Ducks and Genomes play the last game of this 3-game series. Genomes win tonight 3-0. That's 2 games in a row over the Ducks. They've got the series win. Can they get the sweep? We'll find out tomorrow. Tune in at 2:05 p.m. We'll be right back. Well, we'll be back tomorrow at 2:05 p.m. with Genomes Baseball right here on the Genomes Baseball Network. That's all for this time. Until next time, have a great time, everybody. Good night, and go Genomes.